Hey guys, it's Skull Brothers Sport Podcast, and we're back with the daily news for today. So, some big moves happened. We'll go through all of them. This will be every day throughout the offseason that happened. So, going first, this is the biggest important to us Vikings fans. Eric Kendricks was released. This is a big release. I want to thank Eric. He was a great player in the purple for 8 years. He was our, I'm going to look it up actually, so give me 1 second. But Eric has been a great player. He slowed down a little bit last year, but we saved $9.5 million in cap, which is pretty big. But I'm going to go through the years and look at Eric Kendricks' stats. He's just been a great player for us, so I want to appreciate number 54. So I'm pulling up the stats for right now. That is the NCAAW, so the women's basketball. There we go. So for this year, he was not in the top 5 for tackles. I'll find out where he was. He was in 14th, so it took a little bit of a down year. It's 14th place, but we can go to 2021 regular season, and he was in 9th, so not bad at all. 2020, loading right now. He was, I guess he was pretty off that year. He was in 34th, which is not terrible at all, but not where I would expect him to be. Year before that. So this looks like it's a little bit before his prime. 27th, also not bad. 32 teams in the league, that means that he was better than a lot of people. That's for sure. And then 2018, he was in 26. So he's had a great career for us. Just want to thank Eric one more time. Appreciate everything you've done. Well, we saved $9.5 million. This is a move that's probably been expected. So, just want to thank Eric, but we'll move on to the next news. So, Derek Carr went to the Saints, which was not that surprising. His options were, I'm going to look at who he had. So, the 4 potential main spots were supposed to be the Jets, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Titans. So he went to the Saints. There was reports yesterday that he was expected to go to the Jets, but the Panthers and Saints were still in contention. But he ended up going to the Saints. The contract is 4-year, $150 million, so a pretty big contract. But I think it's deserved. Let's look at Derek Carr's stats now. Pull them up now. So offensive. And then I go to 2022. So off year this year. I know that. Not a great year by him. Kirk and Ford, just want to recognize that. But Derek Carr, number 14th passing yards, not amazing. But last year I know he was really good. Yup, number 5, that's really good. So Derek Carr is a good quarterback. Had a little bit of an off year, even with Devontae Adams on his team. Number 11. So he's always been in the upper half of quarterback yards wise. So Derek Carr's a good player. Going to the Saints, that also probably means that the future of Jameis Winston is not looking that bright, but I'm sure he'll end up on a team similar to, I'm going to make the prediction. I think that Jameis Winston will end up on the Panthers next year. That's just a prediction. So, next up, I have Frank Clark is expected to be released by the Chiefs. I'll see if this is updated. This is recorded at exactly 4 o'clock Central Time. So any news that happens after, I will post about on the community post, but I won't make an official video until tomorrow. So I'll have a video every single day for the off season, going through news if there's anything notable. And if there's not anything notable, I'll just work on recording a normal video. The videos are back. Basketball is done, so I have a lot more time to record. So you can expect more videos. But back to Frank Clark. This is a little bit surprising, but look at how much it saves, if I can find it. So how much So it saved the team about $20 million. So that's definitely reasonable moves. But Frank Clark has been a good player. I'm not going to pull up his stats just because I'm not going to do that for every single player. But Frank Clark is planned to be released. And so the next news on the day, Calvin Ridley is reinstated. So he is able to play again, able to start practicing. This actually I think was a great move by the Panthers. Where did I get Panthers from? The Jaguars, because they gave a relatively low price. I'm gonna look up exactly what it was. Trade. Calvin Ridley trade. So they got a 5th round pick and a conditional pick that's a 4th rounder. So that was a really good trade by the Jaguars. We'll see how that ends up. I'm interested to see them. I'm excited to watch the Jaguars next year with throwing to Zay Jones, who's pretty good. I don't know if he's still under contract. Zay Jones. Is Zay Jones still under contract? Yes, he is. And then Christian Kirk is still under contract. So I'm interested to see that with ETN at the backfield along with Calvin Ridley. Evan Ingram, I don't know what they'll do. I think they're supposed to franchise tag him. Yup. So, Evan Ingram, just while I'm recording this video, received the franchise tag. So, this is the first time. I'm sure we'll have this a lot. But there's news live while we were recording. Evan Ingram is on the franchise tag. So, he'll be on the team. So, add that. And Josh Jacobs also gets the franchise tag by the Raiders. Next up, Derrick Henry is on the market. It also is reported that DeAndre Hopkins and Jalen Ramsey are on the trade block. So I'll make a video talking about who I think the Vikings should get, and that will come out tonight. So I'll have 2 videos out today. So Jalen Ramsey, DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry are all available. Next up, Tony Pollard is franchise tag. So, another report. Tom Brady might not be done after all. So, a lot of news coming out. These videos will be consistent because there's stuff to talk about again. Sorry I took a few weeks off. The schedule is complicated and there wasn't any news. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned later tonight to who I think the Vikings should sign and looking at who I think would be smart in free agency for us to get. See ya.